Welcome back. Welcome back to the second part of the second video of LEGO set 10221. Welcome to VadersNewEmpire.com or my YouTube channel Vader's New Empire. On the last set, I was saying how I have yet to come up with a good slogan to say on hello and all that, but welcome LEGO Star Wars enthusiasts or any LEGO or Star Wars enthusiasts that might be watching these videos. In the last video, I didn't want to run over an hour, so I stopped it. I had put this side on, this top part, and then I put this one on. Just took about 18, maybe 20 minutes to build and install it. So I'm going to just keep on pressing on with bag 2 here. I have to bring this gargantuan part of the set into play here. Just the bad thing is I'm starting to run out of room and I can't see the manual plus what I'm trying to do at the same time. But it's okay, it's okay. I'm still having a blast doing it. And there's not too many more parts left of this set, of this step actually I should say. Let me move some parts out of the way so it's easier for me to lay this model flat, because I really don't want to bow any pieces, give any chances of anything to break or snap. Plus I need some room so I can see the manual and the set at the same time. There we go. It is a pretty gargantuan sized set. Let me make sure I got all the pieces and parts I need. Yeah, I got them all. So this I believe these parts are the ones that just lock down everything I just put onto the set. And that's what it appears to be doing. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. Make sure I get everything right here. Everything's just snapping into place, which is a good sound. Make sure I get this centered. Yep. One more pieces there to keep it rigid. Let's see, I didn't mess with the camera. Let me zoom out just a little. Let me see, one more. There we go. Alright. I don't want to zoom out too much. Why do I have this piece? Oh, right there. You start getting all them colors in there, it's kind of hard to keep track of where you're at. Alright, and that ties all that together so nothing falls off the set. Make sure I get everything in there. Alright. Moving right along. There's another part that goes on top of this, and that will be real soon. Next page is doing that. Get some of these parts and pieces out there. One of those. I'll try not to count the pieces I need out loud. I know it can probably be a little bit of annoying. That's just me keeping myself focused on what I'm trying to find. So bear with me. Okay. Something's going to start hinging soon because of just these pieces alone tell me that. Or actually they might be pieces where the engines stick in eventually. And this thing has a lot of engines. Whenever I get down the road where I can relax and have the time to really get into my building, and I don't think I'd ever take this set apart again. I probably will, but when I do, I would like to put some fiber optics in this one. This one would be a challenge. This one probably would take up the most fiber optics of any set that I can think of to actually put into a set. Just because the amount of detail that's in this set, you would almost have to. It's almost implied that you would have to. So, just, to make it look like the real thing, you'd want to. There's that pilot again, coming in for landing, right over the house. Okay. A lot of people parachuting out of a plane today. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those kind of people that feel the need to do that. I get enough danger at my job. Alright, I'm probably missing a step or two, but I'm trying not to. There's a lot of little pieces here, and let's see. That's a wonderful thing about being outside. These recordings, I'm not all stuffed up in a room somewhere, and I'm out here. I get the birds chirping, but unfortunately I get motorcycles, big trucks, all kinds of things roaring down the road in the middle of my videos. That's right. I live in Florida, and it's just expected. Bike week is coming up soon. Daytona 500 races today, which is only an hour north of me, about 45 minutes north of me. So you got a lot of people that love to drive faster on here during that time. Alright, well, I can pull this part back away, which it's getting beefy, as everybody would like to say. As you can see, it's coming together nicely. It is very heavy. It's heavy for the amount of plastic. This probably the weight of most of my sets that I get built already on Lifetime, real-time Lego builds. Alright, here we go. Another get these out and pull a lot of axle pieces, or little pins. They're not axles, they're pins. The black pins here. Let me zoom down here in a second so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Let's get that started there. Let me zoom down to where you can see, since I don't have the big model out here. Alright, I can get real close here so everybody can see. You can see my little check marks now everywhere. I got to check off and see if I got the right part and piece when I was organizing these sets. And I'm really down to hardly anything left in the bucket, as you can see. Alright, where am I? It's just pretty much a long beam making it like this. It's the same thing over and over for a couple steps, and that's alright though. It'll be just as long as the first time I did this with the other one. It's the same process. Pins in and just make it longer. Put another pin in, make it longer, that kind of thing. There we go. I'm getting there. I think that's what takes the most time consuming, is sticking things like this together. And as you can see in the steps, it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over. It's never ending. It gives it a little bit of rigidity, even though it's already pretty rigid. Rigidity. I'm not sure if that's a real word, but it sounds good. Alright. Still got a lot of these parts, these beams left, so I know it's getting there, but not complete yet. Keep grabbing pieces out and extending it. I know I'm going off camera with half of it, but you see the process. I think someone's barbecuing. I can smell the grill going. Too bad it's not at our house. I might have some hamburgers today. Alright. Let's see. I don't want to get these in the wrong place. So another one of those concentration moments. Especially this one. Okay, this goes here. It's a little different than the first time I did this with the other part. I gotta get some of these really small. These are really tiny pins. I call them half pins because I still don't know the correct terminology for half the pieces they make. These things. Let me get a picture. Little half pins. Let's make sure I get this in the right spot. 6. That. Okay, 6. That. So it's gonna go there and there. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Alright. We gotta drag the model back out. I knew it was only a matter of time. Let me zoom back out. You'll need to see it to understand what I'm doing here. Bear with me. And again, I did not use an autofocus for this, just because the autofocus does weird things. I can understand where it'd be really good to have on a camera, but for the most part, when you autofocus with building things like this, it wants to look at all of the little pieces and focus in on them. It makes it kind of difficult when putting the set together. Everything zooms in and out on me. Oh, there goes the dog. It's a good watchdog. It barks a lot. Alright, getting right along. It looks nice, doesn't it? Alright. I am having fun. My monotone voice probably would tell you probably not too much fun. Concentration. I start concentrating, my tongue hangs out of my mouth and smoke starts coming out of my ears. Okay, let's see here. 12 of these. 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12. It sounds like my other half is home from church. I did not go to church today. And I usually go, and this time I didn't. I'll go on Wednesday. Just had to take the day off, build me some Legos. I'm sure he'll understand. Okay, I think I got all the pieces I need. Let's see. I think there's 2 of these, yeah. That and this. I'm just building this part first. Get these out of the way. And this goes. No, I'll just build those first. No, stick them into the set when I get what goes there. Half expect someone to stick their head out the back porch to see if I'm still doing set videos. Alright, let's see. Let's just work from left to right like normal. Make sure I got everything right. Okay, that's already there. This goes there. Make sure everybody can see what I'm doing here. I know the camera's up quite a bit, so you can't see exactly, but you get the point of it. And there's a lot of these little pieces here. It's kind of an odd piece, actually. It's the first time I've ever seen them in this set. I've seen them in another set. I have another set, but there's only 2 of them, I think, in each set. Okay, these are where the round pieces go. Like that. And these. Well, sitting here jumping the gun on things. Work from the middle out is the best thing to do in this set, I'm finding. Like that. Hello. Yeah. Alright. Oops. Yeah, I'm messing up. I got sidetracked. Let's see. They go in there. Like that. It's nice that everybody doesn't just barge right out and go, hey, hello. Although Legos are all about family. I'm the only one in this house here that likes to build them, though. It's okay, though, Legos aren't for everyone. Some people like them. Some people just don't understand them. I don't know. I love them. I can't imagine life without Legos. It's just, we build a lot of things in the world, but it's fun building Legos. Who doesn't like Legos? Alright. There we go. Make sure I got all that right. You can see all them colors and everything is just falling right into order here. Okay. Unfortunately, I got to piece by piece it, so I'm going to have the box sitting here. I'll zoom down so you can see what I'm doing piece by piece on this one. It's going to happen a lot in this set because there's a lot of little steps. There's a lot of steps to a lot of things. Oops. Okay. On those. Let's see. Try not to build off camera. I'll tell you what, I'll slide this back and move this over. I don't want to keep adjusting the camera every time I want to show someone what I'm doing. I kind of keep it all out there in the open. Nothing really complicated about these steps. Some of these out. One of those. And one of those. Oops. Not complicated till you start bending pieces around the wrong way or trying to stick one in upside down. There we go. And this goes over here. Kind of keeps it all steady. Alright. I believe there's 2 of these, but, you know, it's... Yep, sure is. 1 for each side. And this goes... Now, I'll show you here in a little bit. I'll just go ahead and stick this into the model. When I zoom out, you'll see where it goes. I'll tell you what, I'll zoom it out next piece I put on. I'll just go ahead and build this again. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pull all the pieces out that I need off to the side. This is pretty much when I organize the set, I'm doing the same thing. When I'm getting pieces out, I'll look at what I need throughout the set and put them out there on the table or on the book, so I know I got everything I'm supposed to have. That, one of these, one of these, one of these, 2 of these, one of these, and one of those. Okay. Now you've already seen how it's put all together. I'll stick it together first. That's what I've always said, these videos I do are unscripted. So it means I don't have any set way of how I'm going to run the video or how I'm going to do each scene of the video I'm doing. So everything is just improvised. There we go, that's the word for it. Alright, that's good there. So bear with me as I fly by the seat of my pants, as I say. Okay, pretty easy, self-explanatory part to put together. And I'll show you how it goes together on the set. There's a couple pins that snap into place towards the back end. Let's pull this out here. I like playing with this camera, it's pretty fun. Alright. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make it even easier on everybody here. Let me do this. Huh? Not bad, huh? We'll get it zoomed down. You can see the other part where it is in the model. And whoops. I like to play. I'm still a kid. Alright. It's jumping all over the place because autofocus is off. Alright. And this piece just goes pretty much right onto the back there. Just like the other side. Alright. And we get some pieces here. 2 of these. And 4 of these. 2, 3, and 4th one is hiding from me here. And these all go back in the back section, so I'll just leave it the way it is. Okay. They kind of lock the back end together, so you got to make sure you got your pieces right. This is why I had a hard time pulling this set apart. There we go. They're just like little pins that hold all the side, because if you don't, piece will move around on you. Let's just lock it in. I forgot how big this set was. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but it's just, to me, it's just, I like big sets. It's just really fun to build. 44, and I'm acting like a kid when I build these things. And I get excited about Lego. I like showing what I do on camera. And for a long time, I fought making these videos. And I thought, there's no way anybody in their right mind is going to watch this. I do have a few people that watch, not too many want to subscribe, but they do like watching. And I can tell. I've got a nice analytics program that shows who watches when and what times and how long and all that neat stuff. Alright, let me get these other ones into where they go. These could actually have been put on in the other steps, just in some weird peculiar places, that's what I meant to say. Okay, and then this will go here. Oh gosh. Alright. And then these lock. I'm going to make sure I get this right. They lock these all back in here. Come on, get in there. There it goes. One more. Sorry, I'm probably got my head in focus. No, good thing. Oh, I don't want to break anything. There it goes. Hey, there it goes. Snap right in. Alright, here comes some more parts. So what I'll do is I'll snap to center. I really like that snap to center option. Zoom it back out. I'll keep it kind of close where you can see what I'm doing. Okay, there's two of these. I don't think they got some of these have decals, some of them don't. I had to make sure when I was taking the sets apart, I had to flip through a couple pages and be able to see the steps and make sure they didn't get a sticker on them, or some of them do, some of them don't. Alright, two of these. Getting into some bigger pieces. Let's see, so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. Let's make sure I got the steps right. Alright, two of those. Oh, three of those. Okay, good thing I got one more in there. 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe in one. I think in the third bag section, I lost count pieces and parts when I was pulling out. I don't know what was going on. Probably wasn't paying much attention at the time, or my mind got taken somewhere else. I do a lot of sharing of videos, and I was sharing videos that night, and I might have gotten sidetracked, and I think I either skipped over 2 steps or a whole page, or I put double in, and I'm still not sure about it. We'll find out in bag 3. I don't know if I'll be doing bag 3 today, but if I do, I'm sure we'll come across that part. Alright, what am I doing here? Something doesn't look right. Okay, there it is. It just didn't look right because that's one of the steps I have to do right now. There we go. And then it gets flat. Another flat piece. Makes a nice cross. There we go. Get this piece here. Just another way for the set to hold itself together, right? I think just because of the sheer length of it, there's a lot of pieces flat pieces that nothing will stick to, but they kind of hold it all together at the same time. I just hope I'm getting the right pieces down at the right places. After this video, I'm going to take a break and I'll tell whether or not I'm going to do another video today. I like spending some time with my significant other, my fiance. Since she just got home, I'm sure she wants to hear how my set build went. Or maybe not. It's okay though. I love her the same. Getting right along here. Yeah, she's not a Star Wars fanatic like me. She doesn't really understand the whole science fiction part of life, but it's alright. Alright, where am I at here? Oh, okay, that's what I'm missing. Right there. And this part starts here. Goes back into it. And then this fits there. It's getting beefy, I'm telling you. Supposed to get some rain today. Alright. I still got more steps, so we are still doing the video at 31 minutes. Oh man, that book is heavy, I'm telling you. I don't know the exact weight of the book itself, but it's pretty heavy to the same heaviness of the model. Alright, I gotta make sure. Okay, there are decals on this. Okay, it's one of these. And there's another one I got. Yes, I had to stick these decals on, and when I did, I was very specific about where they exactly go. And there's some decals on these. This is a window section. Some of these, one of those, one of these, and another one of those. I think I get everything. Nope, I don't. 4 of these. But you can see my box is getting small, parts wise. Alright, get that. Let me zoom down so you can see this part I'm building. Bear with the camera shaking all over the place. I don't know if it's doing it or if it'll do it on playback, but it's moving really jerky like when I do this. Okay. I'll zoom out just a little bit. Got a little bit too close. Alright, there we go. So you can see what I'm doing. If I can get my hands out of the way long enough. Okay. All is fine there. I gotta make sure I got see, that's the thing, I gotta make sure I got all the decals in the right spot. I believe they go on the other side. I could be wrong, they could go on this side. Let's see. Yeah, they go like this. I'm pretty sure it's this side of the set, but yep, sure is. Okay, so this goes there. Oh, a little bit shaky there. I'll get it all together and I'll show you what it is. Like that. It's like a... Where is my camera at here? There you go. There's the console. There's the windows. You're looking out towards the stars. And let's zoom back out. center. Zoom it out slightly. Well, it does not like to zoom out like that quick. Alright, and this goes right like this. Right there. There we go. Right down like that. A couple more steps and we'll be done with this part of the set of model 10221. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching this, either on Vader's New Empire or my YouTube channel, Vader's New Empire. Maybe one of these days George Lucas will stumble across my site and see how much love I have for the Star Wars product, or even maybe someone from Lego. They know I have a site. You have to have so many viewers and so many subscribers to your site before Lego will see you as someone important for their company, or endorse a product, or that kind of thing. I'm not really sure exactly what they do, but they just pretty much won't look at you unless you've got enough people signed up under you to let them know that you're an authority in what you're doing. And I would like to think that some of them bigger companies would see these videos and see what people try to do for their product and get the word out, and back up what the little people got, so everybody would know who we are. But one of these days, I'm not in any rush. I like their product. They don't always have to like mine, but I'm not going to stop messing with theirs. If you go to VadersNewEmpire.com, or if you're there already, I've got plenty of reviews I've done for all these sets I own. I don't do a review on sets I don't own, because then I have nothing to show for it. And I'm hoping my son, and I'm hoping Lego comes out with a Lego magnet, plastic magnet, so I can, he can go through his room and find his sets, because he doesn't mess with them anymore, and he said I could have them. That way I got more stuff to write about, more stuff to put together, things of that nature. Okay, there's 4 of those. Oh my luck, that thing will dump right off the table, and then I'll be picking up Legos for a while. Let's see. I'm getting a little bit hungry. I'll go in there and give me something to eat after this. So if you have any friends that, either friends that build Legos or friends that love Star Wars, or both, and or if you got any kids, or if you are a child, just spread the word. Spread the word. I've been doing this website of mine for almost a year now. Almost a year, not quite. But I like talking about things that I love. And I like sharing that with people. I only have one advertisement on my website, and that is for a company called Plego. And you can look them up, Plego.com. They do Netflix like rental for Lego sets. You just you go ahead, and it's got like 3 levels of of type of membership you can have, and they're either for bigger, smaller, or medium sets. And you can just rent these things. They're all washed and sterilized. They're great for kids, you know, especially if you, I mean, these sets are expensive. Let's get right to the fact about these things. I mean, this set here, when I bought it, was listed for $600. So it's not a cheap toy by any means when you try to buy them. So Lego offers this service where you can rent their Legos. You play with them for however long you want, and when you're done with them, return them, and they send you another set. That easy. I wish I had thought about that service, but I wasn't thinking outside the box like they were. But that is the only advertisement I have on my site. You can't buy anything from me. You can't buy Legos from me, only because I would have to be a huge chain like a Walmart or Toys R Us or something like that to buy any kind of product from me. That's alright. There's plenty of places to buy them. You can get them on eBay, anything like that, any kind of platform like that. Alright, where are we at here? It extends off the back quite a bit here. This is where all that length comes into play. And you can see it's probably going off camera now. I told you it was a long set. If I zoom out one more, I think it, let's see. Oh yeah. This is like the, let me see if I can move this around so you can see the entire thing. This part will be back here, and I can tell we're already going to use the rest of those, all these. I don't have too many parts and pieces left here, but I got enough. And all the pieces that are in here, which aren't many, I mean, it's not too bad. Alright, let's get to building. This is the end of bag 2. Second part of the second video. Having a blast building. And if you keep watching these videos, you'll see when it gets to there's some steps that, like, there's 24 pieces of the same thing over and over and over down the line. It just kind of, you know, gives all the details of the model, but it gets monotonous, where it's just the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I don't know yet whether or not I'll be showing every step of that. If you look at a lot of the fast motion build videos they got out there, people do, and they go by so fast you can't really tell exactly what steps they're doing. That's why I like doing these real-time Lego builds, because they show you exactly how long it takes. And stop motion, it's fun to watch if you ain't got time to sit there and watch all this stuff. I mean, I don't think anybody really sits down and watches the full length of what I've got, but it's okay, because I am giving you a service that nobody else wants to. And if you have nothing better to do and you want to just kick back, say you went out and, I don't know, God forbid, broke both your arms and you got your Lego set sitting there and you're like, I'd love to build it, but I can't touch it. What can I watch? And you'd have to be real into Legos, where if you couldn't build them, you'd have to almost want to watch them being built. I guess. It's a strange thought, but just in case you like to watch an hour of someone else building Legos and rambling on about what they like to do in the world, this would be the video for you. Okay. Getting there. Okay. One of those and one of those. This goes here, and it's where all these, it's the regular standard Lego block. I mean, these are the first things I ever laid my eyes on. There's 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, those two just don't want to leave each other. 8, and a white one on the back. Okay. These I know don't have decals on them because they just don't, or they shouldn't. So I'm gonna check them real carefully and make sure they don't. Okay, they don't. And then 2 of these. These 2 go in here, and this is where a lot of details start coming into play. What everything looks like on the ship. Alright, turn the page. Now, since I'm getting into where it really picks up, starting to show a lot of detail of the model, I will zoom it down. Got the dog barking again. Okay, you can kind of see everything when I put this out there. Okay, this is where it really gets, there's a lot of little tiny detail in this set. There's a lot of little tiny parts, and but it's cool the way they did that, because I don't know, I mean, everybody has the ability to stop and rewind and pause and slow motion a movie, but how often do anybody really do that when they watch Star Wars? So unless you're like really got to know what that thing looks like in detail to do that, you wouldn't really sit there and look at it too much. This is a good way of doing it. 2 of these, because they really did a real good job of pulling the detail, at least for Lego, the detail of each ship. They really did a good job. And one of these. 2 of these, it's got like a little notch in the side. Okay, there's 2 of these. I hope I didn't skip any parts and pieces, because that's when it gets aggravating. I have to dig through all the other pieces. There we go. Come along nicely. Get to see they're starting to get into the detail of it. Okay, got those now. 2 of these, and 1 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, 2 of these. This is where you get the detail really starts to pop. Pop. And that's what the set is primarily. Nothing but detail. these. And it pretty much, I believe, I mean, you can open up the canopy once all put together and see the command center where everybody's flying the ship from, but when you look at that model as a whole, I would think this is where they're flying it from. You know, if the people were really tiny. So this kind of gives it that detail. But for playability, you can open up the inside and see what's inside. Get your characters inside there, all your minifigs. But the rest of it's just little minor, tiny little details. Let's see, there's 5 of these. 5 of those. 1 of these. 2 of these. Little things. Studs. These little tiny studs. I lost one of these off the table the other night when I was going through the whole set and about lost my mind trying to find it. Okay. Whoops. Let's not jump the gun here. That goes there. Goes there. Uh-oh, where am I at? Oh, back there. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just because I noticed the end of it, I'll pull those out. Let's see here. Make sure I don't skip any steps. That goes there. That goes there. There we go. I got everything, right? Okay. And then there's 1 of these, 2 of these. I believe this is where everybody sits. And if it was, you know, if the people were really tiny, this is where they sit. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Make sure these pins don't roll off the table. I'm not sure if those pins go into the set or if I got them in the wrong box or not. Okay. Let me zoom this back out so you can see where we're at here. Actually, all I have to do is pan it over. Okay. Now this part. Oh gosh. It keeps getting longer and longer. Oh. Did everybody see that? I sure did. I don't see exactly where it went. Bear with me for a second. I gotta find it. How's that for eyeballs? I actually found it. Gray piece on a gray floor. That's amazing. Eat your carrots, kids. They do your eyes good. Meanwhile, I'm wearing glasses. That's just because of the age. Alright. There's 4 of these. Okay, actually there's 8. It shows 4 of those, and then there's 2 of these. Okay, I have extra parts and pieces laying around. I'm not sure where they went to. I guess I'll find out sooner or later. Okay, this is where these 3 go into the back half of this. Let me pan back over so you can see where they go. I'm going to get right down into it. Okay, These actually go right here. It kind of holds everything together. Same thing on the other side. I can't see what's on the other side because it's just too big to flip around, but I'm hoping I'm getting this right. Okay, and then these go there. Kind of holds it all together because there are a lot of pieces stacked up on top of each other here. I gotta kind of get in frame here. Gotta see what I'm doing. There we go. And then these two back here without breaking this set apart. Okay, there we go. What a beautiful thing, huh? I'll show that more in detail here in a second. I'll flip the page, make sure there's, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's all from bag 3. Bag 3, as you can see, is very extensive. I mean, it's got a lot of pieces in it. Okay, let me see if I got everything tightly on there. This part could still snap off the back. Let me snap out here and zoom out. It's coming right along. What do you think? Oh, we're right at 57 minutes too. It takes a long time to build this set. There we go. There's the everything we're putting together. Let me flip it up this way. Let me get a little closer here for you so you can see the detail in it. It's got a lot of detail, and that's just some of it. It's pretty beefy. It's getting big. It's getting heavy. There's that control module part of it. It's got a lot of detail, a lot of pieces. It's about maybe a little less than half the weight that it will be when it's all said and done. Let me get you some close-ups here. All little details. I would hate to drop this thing right now. It's heavy. It's a workout. Okay. And it's the length of my table so far, which is amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Alright. And as you can see in the third one, in the third bag alone, I'll just give you a little preview of what's to come. This is why I'm not sure if I want to do this video today or another day. All the pieces and parts and steps that go into the third bag. Let me zoom it down a little bit more. It's zoomed in all the way, and you can see it's mostly the parts, like if you see this one down here, let me see if I can pan down. This one right here is actually this big. It's what sits over in the middle. There's a lot of the sides. These are all where the control panels are. Let me zoom back out a little bit here and pan up. This is where all the control panels are. There's control panels there. There's like, these are what I'm talking about. There's 14 of those. There's 4 of these, 12 of these. They're just massive amounts of pieces, and that's bag 3. But that's what I got so far for model 22 10221. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. I do want to thank y'all for tuning into VadersNewEmpire.com and or my Lego Star Wars YouTube channel, Vader's New Empire. Sorry, I got a little bit quiet. I'm not really sure why. I'm trying to think of things to say. There we go. There's the back of the book. Pretty nice. It does look nice when it's all put together, guys and girls. But I encourage everybody to run out and build Legos as much as you can. It's thoroughly enjoyable and it gives you some relaxation time, get your brain thinking a little bit. And but by all means, if you got friends, tell them about my site. And I do appreciate anybody that watches my real-time Lego builds. And have a wonderful day. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by.